Let's say you're brand new to social selling on LinkedIn. Where do you start? The easiest place to start, and the place where you should start, is to simply engage with other people. And you do this primarily by commenting on their posts. Now, why am I making an entire video on comments? Can leaving a comment be that easy to mess up? The reality is, most people are doing this step of social selling wrong. There's power and real revenue in effective commenting. I have clients who got to know me and what I do simply by reading the comments I leave on other people's posts. I've even had a single well-placed comment lead to a $40,000 purchase order within just a few hours of the prospect seeing my comment. This is a critical step in your social selling journey, so don't skip it. Now, before we talk about what to say in your comments, let's talk briefly about whose posts you should be commenting on. Your LinkedIn network can be divided into 3 categories: your prospects, your close personal network, and then your broader audience. Your prospects are people who fit your target buying persona and who you want to have buy from you. They're your main purpose for using LinkedIn, but they're not the only ones you need to pay attention to. Your close personal network is the people that LinkedIn was originally created for you to connect with, people you know or have worked with. These are the people I actually spend the most time interacting with on LinkedIn. In fact, 2/3 of my company's LinkedIn referrals come from my close personal network. So even though they're probably not going to buy from you, their connections are going to see the conversations you're having with them. So don't ignore this group. And then third, your broader audience. These are people who aren't your ideal customer, who aren't people you know, but they still follow you, they like your posts, they help boost your post engagement, which isn't a bad thing. It's a social proof signal. The thing I want you to take away from all this is that most people on LinkedIn are not going to buy from you, and that's okay. The last thing you want to do is treat your close personal network or broader audience transactionally and miss out on the actual commercial benefit from engaging with them too. Now, the next questions are, how do you engage? What do you say in your comments? As I've mentioned, social selling at its core is about helping people publicly, leaving valuable, insightful, clever comments that represent who you are and your credibility on other people's posts. But most people don't do this. Most people leave really bad comments that are boring, unprovocative, or unclear in their credibility. So let me show you what not to do. The 2 most common ways to not stand out are to say things like spot on and awesome post, or to just use ChatGPT to write it. These sorts of comments can actually be worse than saying nothing because they're just noise, and they leave your level of credibility unclear at best and damaged at worst. So what does a better comment look like? There is no script for good comments, but they are generally thoughtful, not desperate, and of course, show credibility.